What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you tune in and check out the content. And with that being said, I was looking for some updated information about this collective bargaining agreement that's going on with the WNBA, and I have found uh what's the guy named Mick Talk Sports, right? His podcast was speaking about an article that was published with Cheryl Reeve and some comments and some statements that Cheryl Reeve had made about it, right? So shout out to Mick Talk Sports. He really stay on top of this WNBA stuff. And so he one of the people that I look to, like, when it comes to the WNBA information. But he found this article for the WNBA, and let me see what this article, if I can bring it in. All right, and so let me move this nonsense out the way. So the article says Cheryl Reeve's honest CBA update sends a clear signal about the WNBA's future, right? And so we go down to, I'm gonna go down to what she was saying as far as, let me see. After speaking about upcoming drafts, top prospects, Reed said, "I think there's a let me see. I think there are progress. So you all will know progress with the collective bargaining agreement. Everything that is happening is a normal course of business, right? And so that's good to know, right? Hold on, let me see what this article is saying. What this video is. But anyway, no, I'm not even gonna click on this video. But anyway, so now in saying that, my thing with the WNBA and this agreement, you have to take into consideration, like, there are different things involved, as far as, like, you got this Project B league that's starting up. And also you have to think about how is the unrivaled going to play into the situation, right? Like, will the players be able to use these two leagues as leverage in order to get more money out of the WNBA? And so that's out now. As far as the WNBA, I mean, the Project B league, I was thinking that it was it's not a threat to the WNBA. And the more and more I find out about the Project B League, the more I believe it can just confirms what I thought originally. Like, Project B is really not going to be a threat to the WNBA. And the reason I say that is, number one, Project B is only, they're only going to have, like, I think, like 60 something jobs, right? That's number one. So a lot of the players, at least only half the players in the WNBA will even be able to make this Project B league. That's number one. Then number two, like, people think about, like, well, what about the pay that this Project B league is offering for WNBA players, right? Will that be able to attract WNBA players over to this league? And for the top players, I think so, right? Like, if you Caitlin Clark, or if you are Asia Wilson, or any of the top players in the WNBA who who would be a draw, yeah, you probably could potentially go to this Project B league and make a lot of money. But for the average player that wanted to, like, if they were thinking about going over to the Project B league, the money is not that much better, not worth, like, leaving the WNBA and going over to Project B. So that right there just lets me know that, like, the WNBA, in my opinion, holds all the leverage, right? So what about Unrivaled? So, and when you think about Unrivaled, they also are not really, in my opinion, a threat to the WNBA, because number one, it's a 3-on-3 league. Some people see this 3-on-3 as almost like a gimmick type league, type league. And a lot of people don't think that this Unrivaled league will be able to grow, not only grow, but like maintain the success that they've had so far, and it wouldn't be enough to just maintain the success. They got to grow in order for, because what they did last year was good for a league that's just starting out, but they need to do better, and so people don't think that this unrivaled league will be around. So when you think about it like that, I the WNBA, like I said, they don't have any competition to speak of. Some people may see these two leagues as competition. Some people may see these two leagues as leverage, but the WNBA is not fazed by them. And so I think that the young ladies in the WNBA will get good money. They'll get more money, than what they got. Um, for the average player, it would make more sense for them to get this pay increase for the WNBA rather than go to one of these leagues overseas and try to make money over there. So, and the WNBA knows that, the WNBA understands that, and so they are not really, they're not really fazed by these two leagues. And so when Cheryl Reeve says that a deal will get done, I believe that she's right. I think that the deal is going to get done because the players are going to they're going to realize, they're going to weigh out their options, and they're going to come to realize that this is, like the WNBA is the best that they're going to be able to do. Nothing's changed overseas. Just because this is a new league don't mean it's going to work out any better. And it don't get any better than this. So what's going to have to happen is the players of the WNBA and the people who run the WNBA are going to have to reach a fair agreement, where as though both sides feel like they are getting something out of the deal, what they want out of the deal, instead of one side maybe feeling like they are being used or gotten, especially the players. The players don't want to feel like they're being underpaid or underappreciated. And so once the WNBA iron that situation out, then they can move forward, and start, get back to the business of playing football. I mean, playing basketball. But yeah, man, I think that Cheryl Reeves was right on the mark when she said that the deal would get done. Then sometimes you're gonna have like some posturing, like when what's the young lady named Sabato, when she said that this deal was like a smack in the face. And what was Angel Reese also said that we don't get the money, we don't get our money or get fair money, that we're gonna go on strike. People say things, but when they, when it comes down to the bottom line and they have to really iron out this, think about like all of the options, then the only option I think for the WNBA players is to go ahead, try to get as much money as they can from the league, and get back to the business of growing the league and playing, playing good basketball. That's all they really can do. And so yeah, deal will get done, in my opinion. So that's my take on it. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.